Howdy do y'all, this is John, and today, once again, we're talking about Shang Chi. This time it's gonna be a spoiler talk, so spoiler warning. Anyone who has not seen Shang Chi should probably turn this off right now. For those of you still here, welcome to the Thunderdome. So the movie literally opens showcasing how powerful the Mandarin is with these rings that he has. In the literal opening of the movie, it shows him decimating entire armies by himself without the help of his troops. Very quick, very easy way to really showcase just how tough of a guy he is with these rings. Unfortunately, however, he needs these rings in order to be that powerful. So they kind of neutered him a little bit from the comic book version, who could punch through Iron Man's armor with his bare fist without the rings. And he eventually meets Shang-Chi's mother, and they have him and his sister. Now, as far as Shang-Chi himself goes, he's not a very relatable character. He's basically the average Marvel hero that I sometimes have difficulty really relating to. Marvel heroes are basically regular people who want to be gods. Well, regular person wants to be a god. And no, they don't always openly address that or anything like that, but it's there and it's very subtle. But anyway, Shane is basically working as this car parker at a hotel. I don't know what they're actually called. And he doesn't really show a lot of emotion throughout the movie. He just talks. However, he is very good at fighting. That is indisputable. There's this whole fight on a bus between him, members of the Ten Rings, which are his father's terrorist organization, and Razor Fist is among them. And they all fight, and as I've stated in my actual review, the fights are awesome. They're awesome throughout the whole movie. Now when it comes to his sister has a very unbelievable explanation as to how she's good at martial arts. She watched her father, watched her brother, and learned how to be a martial artist. You can't just watch people fight. You have to be trained to do that. It's a whole process learning how to fight with martial arts and stuff. I was in karate for a couple years. I know that very well. And I was never good at karate. So yeah, I didn't really buy the notion that she was a good martial artist, because really her explanation is very unbelievable. Shane's girlfriend Katie, however, is taught how to be an archer, and that's a very different story. Is the process a little too quick? Yes, it is. It takes years to properly be good at archery, but it's a movie. Speaking of Katie, Awkwafina is friggin' hilarious in this movie. Like, one of the first scenes with her in it, she's talking about how she confused somebody who was trying to attack Shane by just randomly going between them and singing Hotel California. And then later on, she temporarily confuses a terrorist by singing Hotel California. She's just funny in this. Like, I'm not gonna lie, she's funny. Going back to the Mandarin, he's just simply a great villain. When we finally meet him again after the opening, he explains that he's trying to find his wife, who we already know died. He's basically letting his own guilt and grief get the better of him. and he's being manipulated by these demon things that want to destroy the universe. They're stuck behind this gate in this land called Ta Lo, and he's trying to get to that land and open the gate, which would lead to nothing good happening. Why is he doing that? Because he thinks his wife is imprisoned behind that gate, even though we saw her die, and we know he found her body. So he goes to Ta Lo. Shang is there as well. They get into this huge fight. At first, the Mandarin wins, but then Shang comes back and the two continue fighting, and this time Shang Chi wins the fight. However, the damage had already been done to the gate. The demons come out. The Mandarin realizes just how wrong he was and kind of has this moment of realization as to what just happened. The giant demon thing tries to go after Shang, and the Mandarin intentionally gets in the way. He literally, in an act of trying to seek redemption or something like that, sacrifices himself to save his son. And of course, give Shang the 10 rings, the rings around his wrist that give him all his powers. With the help of this, what I call Luck Dragon, because he kind of looks like the Luck Dragon in the Never-Ending Story. I'm not kidding. He looks like the Luck Dragon. Shang actually kills the giant demon thing. And yeah, the whole universe is saved. And as far as the mid and post-credits scenes go, you know, the first one was really funny, especially at the end with everyone singing in Hotel California at the karaoke. The second one, on the other hand, was kind of confusing because Shang's sister, she hates her father. She hates everything he did to her and stuff. Yet for some reason, instead of disbanding the 10 Rings, she decides, hey, I'm gonna lead it. Okay, that's a little confusing. Anyway, those are really my final thoughts of the movie. It's fun. It's your typical Marvel movie. It's not great or anything like that. It's just fun. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, please remember, the Badetsky will return.